In our modern times right now, everything is getting harder, and you hear that. I go on the internet or hear the news, you can see it in movies. Life just seems to be a bigger and bigger struggle for people. They're so overstressed, they're so overworked, they've forgotten about the things they really were dreaming of and wanted to do or explore or to be. They gave those paths up for immediate necessity, feeding themselves, trying to get through school, maybe they had that much resources, just trying to live day to day. You hear these stories all the time, people having to take up not just one job, but a second job, maybe a third job, maybe a fourth job, just to make ends meet. And that's hard enough if you're living on your own. That's hard enough. But if you have a whole family, if you have loved ones, a partner, maybe parents or aunt and uncles or a cousin or somebody moved in with you and you already got your own kids, the families just start getting more and more crowded, less and less resources, more and more work, hard work, and often work they don't like. They are starting to feel and hear and see things about the world around us, about our economy, about the failing of our American dollar. And they see it every time they go to the grocery store. They see the inflation has hit again. Prices are higher and they have less in their pocket. And how are they going to make everything work? How are they going to get along? How can they pay rent? How can that keep going like that? And we hear about the disruption of families, the mental illness. Mental illness is increasing at a skyrocketing amount, and that is really scary. There's a lot of causes because of all this different stress and the tension. A lot of people grow up in households where there's trauma and injury and violence and psychological trauma. May not have been hit around physically, but there you could have some pretty damaging stuff happen psychologically, emotionally. People just seem to be getting sicker and sicker, and everything in our environment is getting sicker, and our food is worse and worse, and the air's polluted, the water's polluted. There's a lot to want to run away from. A lot of, I think, feeling deep inside people wanting to make a better world. If they can't help the whole world, if they could just at least help their own little tiny corner in their household, wouldn't that be much nicer? That would be better. They'd be getting closer to living the dream, good old American dream. Where'd that run off to? So I think when people can actually hear about these ancient teachings, what our own ancestors way back, how they lived, how they taught each other, themselves, how they had their children, how they raised their children, how they taught their children how to think and feel and believe, and teaching their children to question everything. Even if you think you might already know, question it. Push that limit just a little bit more. Find the truth of things. They've raised their children to see the beauty in everything. The beauty. Most people in the modern culture today They don't have a clue what beauty is on any level. They don't even know what just plain old aesthetic common beauty is. They can't tell the difference. The art around the world has declined. The architecture, design in the architecture, design in the things that are around us, like our cars, our furniture, even lamps. Just, has anybody seen a truly beautiful lamp recently outside of a museum that had a really old lamp in it? Katasi teaches how to start thinking and feeling from, from your core, from who you really are. That's that's what the ancients taught. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? What are you? Those are the biggest questions. The first questions. When you start to get a clue about who you are and learn to feel, to really feel it, feel who you are, what your real essence is, what we call, what our song is. We call the truth of ourselves, our, what is our entity, our beingness, our totality, spirit, soul, all those different kind of words. The truth of who we are. That's our song, poetic term from my teachers, from their people. And it's so apropos because the truth of oneself, the truth of their aliveness, their consciousness is like a song. It's like singing. It's like a piece of art, a piece of music. It's a piece of poetry. It's the beauty of existence. Modern people have lost sight of the beauty of existence. It's all around you, everywhere, and it's inside you. It's you. It's the truth of who you are. When you start to know who you are, you can feel that beauty and the love and the natural kindness and caring that's part of your beingness. And you can feel that in everything else